Move on to the next story, which is the huge username drama that is going around the Roblox community right now, and it is insane, okay? So basically, this all starts a couple weeks ago when we started seeing people get custom usernames on Roblox that were in the STAR program. You know, we saw Weird Blocks, we saw Mud Plays, we even saw Creekcraft get a custom username, and we kind of thought it was going to end there because we didn't really see anybody else getting custom usernames after that point. But as of yesterday, a big wave of custom usernames went out where people like Jackeries got the name Jack, Polar Cub got the name Polar Cub, Cube Inc. got the name Cube Inc. And it was all seeming pretty somewhat hunky-dory. There was people that were mad that people were getting custom usernames, which is kind of inevitable. And there was some people getting mad at people like, I don't know, getting super rare usernames. But for the most part, the drama around it at that point was not really too big of a deal until Project Supreme tweeted this. Thank you, Roblox, for the new name, with a screenshot of his Roblox profile where he now has the username @Supreme. Now, if you somehow don't know, Supreme is an actual brand. Like, it's a clothing brand. You've definitely seen the box logos. You've definitely seen Supreme before, and most people know what Supreme is. So as soon as people started seeing this, they got really mad. As you can see, the tweet has over 870,000 views, 1,000 likes, which is a pretty bad ratio. You can tell a lot of people are mad at this. And if you go to the quote retweets of this whole situation, people are ratioing him to death, such as people saying, "Wrap it up, bud," and people are literally reporting him to the Supreme business to try and get him and Roblox sued. And this got 5,000 likes, ratioing him, bro. And then there's this tweet right here from Blocks that says, "This guy was online only 5 months ago and you still beamed his username just to stroke your own ego. Nobody knows you as Supreme, but I guess it makes sense since Supreme stole their logo too." So yeah, you can see already people are not happy about the situation just purely based off of the fact that the username is Supreme, which is a brand name. That's not cool. You know, you shouldn't be able to take a brand's name and rip it from an actual account just because you want it. You know, it's not even like his actual brand. If he named himself Project, that would make a lot more sense, but he named himself Supreme, which is like the half of his username that he doesn't really own, I guess. But either way, if that was it, you know, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. You know, people would be getting mad, rightfully so, I guess, but it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But what if I told you that the original account with the name Supreme was active and he has actually responded to this whole situation, showing his ban note and everything? He responded on Twitter saying, "Hi, one of my friends who I play CS2 with brought this to my attention. Apparently, my first Roblox account got stolen by this guy," with a screenshot of Project Supreme's tweet in someone's DMs, and he goes on to respond to himself saying, "I'm not somebody to care all too much about it, but I'm an adult now and I have better things to do, but I'm still not too pleasant because it was my first Roblox account ever. At the end of the day, it's just a random Roblox account that I'm barely active on, but that's besides the point. It still holds sentimental value because I used it when I was like 13, and it has been completely stripped away like it never existed," with a screenshot of his actual account ban notice that is insane to look at because it actually says this: "Account deleted. This username has been removed at the request of the brand holder. Please create a new account." They did not give this guy the chance to change his username. They completely removed his account completely and are literally recommending him to create a new one. And I think the craziest part is that it says at the request of the brand holder, but Project Supreme does not own the brand Supreme at all. Like, if this were the actual Supreme company taking this username, it would make sense, right? But this is Project Supreme. He's just a YouTuber. He doesn't own the Supreme company. That's crazy. And on top of everything, yeah, this guy's account got completely terminated because of it. And he was an active player. I mean, to a degree, obviously. And yeah, either way, very, very unfortunate situation, dude. And I gotta say, Roblox, gotta revert this. Like, this is something that could easily get you and this YouTuber in so much trouble, bro. Because if the real Supreme, like, business gets wind of this, you guys might be cooked. You guys might be getting sued, and it might be over for you, bro. Now, obviously, Project Supreme isn't the only person getting a lot of hate about this whole new update that has happened. You know, there's a lot of people that got rare usernames that people are kind of just complaining about based on that fact. But the Project Supreme situation is insane, I guess you could say, and is definitely the biggest point of contention for this whole, like, rare username sniping drama, you know? And yeah, at the end of the day, I'm curious to see what you guys think about the situation. Do you think it's a big deal? I think this is kind of bad, okay? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Project Supreme should have got the name Supreme. If he just asked for the name Project, it would have made a lot more sense. Come on, dude, really? But I mean, at the end of the day, can we really even blame Project Supreme in this situation? I imagine he put in this request because he thought it was too outlandish to go through, and he didn't think it was actually going to work. But yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like Roblox is to blame here. Like, they should have known better. This is such like an obvious thing not to do. And I think the craziest part is that they also still terminated the original owner of the Supreme account when they just didn't have to do that. I don't know. But either way, we can now move on to the next story.
Oh my god, we're here again with something stupid, Roblox. How do you even fuck this up? Alright, this is a big problem. My opinion on this, they need to either remove this feature right away or fix it. Accounts should not be banned. but they should be content moderated, which means instead of being banned, their account will simply lose the name, and they will be forced to change it in order to log in. Also, this could be a big problem for content creators such as myself, since I am a small content creator. If a big content creator asks for my username, they could simply steal it and get away with it. Now, I know a few people who use the same username as me who is more famous than me because I've seen their channels and pages around the internet. When looking up my own username, which means if someone used their YouTube or content creator handle to my YouTube name, theoretically, if they join Roblox and ask for that name, they could steal it from me. And this goes not just for me, but every other content creator who is not that far up. And what's worse is the fact that accounts can just simply be deleted by this. On top of that, this Project Supreme guy is in the wrong, but in the right at the same time. Let me explain. You see, if you think about it, he should have put his actual username Project Supreme, and not just Supreme. This could affect him as not just a victim but a guilty party, because if Supreme themselves, the big company, finds out, they can decide to sue Roblox. Not only that, sue this person, which could mean losing his channel and losing his Roblox. He's only a victim because as a Roblox developer or creator, you have to make a safe, resourceful system that allows people to safely use your system without causing any damage, not just to your site, but to the users on the site. That doesn't just go for Roblox, but all site development teams for all different sites. I would like to point this out. I am no lawyer, but I know that they could possibly ask for a big sum of money under the pretense of being impersonated without permission legally. A big company like Supreme finds out about this, they have the right to a large sum of money just for being impersonated. I'm not sure though, so don't quote me on that. I'm not a legal expert. Now, I obviously want to point out about the rare username dilemma. I know people are mad about the rare usernames, which they have the right to have the opinion and to be mad at this, but personally, in my perspective, it's a agree to disagree scenario. The reason I disagree is simply most of those accounts are either hacked, terminated, lost to time, or people lost the code and can't get into them. At the end of the day, they are just old accounts with old usernames that were before the character limit of how many less amount of characters you can have in your username, which is honestly stupid that people are mad at it happening. I think it's kind of cool people can get a chance to have old usernames that are inactive, since they are so rare. It's domination of value more the less. But before you get all mad and start yelling at me in the comments, the only reason I actually agree with everyone about the outrage is some of these said old accounts with these rare usernames actually are active, or if not active, the people that have these accounts still have access via the code and login info. On top of that, by doing this, you are desecrating the history of Roblox. It's like the value of desecrating a grave. It's like if someone were to go into an old temple and steal a very valuable object from that temple tomb. No, not to sound like an online grave robber or temple thief, but if I had the chance, I personally would like to actually get one of these rare usernames, because being able to hold one and access one and have it is an honor that not everyone gets the chance to get. But due to the fact that I disagree and agree, it's a debate on if I want to try. But other than that, I simply think it's just crazy. Like Roblox, you need to do something with this. Well, goodbye for now.